There we are. It said streaming done, so I was a little bit nervous. Move the louder. All right, team, let me know when you can see me. I think we're good. Pardon that there's a bunch of sheetrock and construction dust. I'm not sure how much what you can see, but just pardon all of that. Oh, good. Perfect. All right. Go ahead and take that. I know I had to kick Gracie off my mat. Thanks for listening. Roll that left foot over your bar. It, like 2 minutes ago or whatever, it said streaming complete. So I didn't know if it was going to let us back in. I gave them their little dental chews so that I could have my mat, but then I didn't time that right. They're done already. And then outside rim of that foot. Ever since we got cut off for our stretching, because they blocked me like midstream, I'm nervous to play our like slow jams, our romantic slow jams that we used to play, and inside rim. So we get to listen to a little Lauren Daigle. Artist Spotlight. And then dig into the heel. Ay, ay, ay. And then the arch. She is. I know, what an amazing human. And then ball of the foot. I know, remember that was such a crazy, what a ordeal. The whole story of that. But I was just thinking because I feel like she hasn't had any new music. Maybe I need to look and see if she's done anything. And then roll your full foot. Oh. And then set that left foot down onto the floor so the left foot should kind of melt into the ground and the right is still a little out of whack. And then we'll take that right foot over the bar. After doing a couple of the stretching reruns, I feel like I should explain a lot more about all of this. But after almost 3 years of doing it, I think you got it. But if you need more explanation, let me know. It's about as long as that feels, right, Chelsea? Like our Lauren Daigle tickets, if it was Christmas of 19, right? So it has been a while. Nice sweet girl. Because this was when I had homeless living on the side of my house. Oh boy. And then outside rim of the foot. Gracie, can you go on this mat? Can you go on this mat? Come here. She's like, why would I do that? Why would I move farther away from you? And inside rim. It was a year, so we got it in August. And it was a year in right after Labor Day, the weekend after Labor Day, because remember, Labor Day we went to Colorado. And then dig into the heel. And so then we were in Colorado for Labor Day, and then the weekend after is when we had like the moving company come. I was thinking about that because my neck is bugging me. And I was thinking that because it kind of started, remember when I was like race painting the entire house? Because they were like, only paint this room. But then once I painted that room, I'm like, well, that looks weird if I paint this and not this, or this and not this. So I was like, I couldn't stop myself. And then the arch. Yeah. And the sad thing is, I think it was The Office. It was The Office and the Master. No, I can't remember now. And then I was like, well, now that room looks bad. If the main room's done, then this room has like, and then ball of the foot. That was just a mess. But it looked good. But my neck has never been the same. It's crazy. I mean, it looks, from what I sent you, where it's like demoed, it looks more demoed, but still as vacant. Or the last time, because I drove by when Ben had an ortho appointment, and then full foot. And then there's a fence on the property that we used to have because they tore down that fence. So there's just a fence on that little spot. I'm glad they knew about all of that. That makes me feel better. But man, I'm glad I'm not there. Which isn't life interesting? And then put both feet on the floor. So again, both feet should melt into the ground while I have the mat when I lay down. When I say have the mat. Hi, honey. Now, as you lay down, reach behind. Nope, you'll have to go inside. Nope, you'll have to go inside. Feel your back gap. As you feel your back gap, that's the position from the tailbone to the next point of contact. So your ribs to your hips-ish, length and height. Lay down and lift your hips. Set the ball underneath them, and then open up the legs. Lay down. Lay down. Good job. Why do you get so stressed out? She sleeps with Ben, so when in the morning, I feel like she's had major fear of missing out. You didn't miss out on anything. We were all sleeping. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, heel toe your feet out. Let the knees drop in. With each exhale, try and let the weight of the quadriceps fall into the floor. So each day when we come into this, hypothetically, when we're coming into this every day, but this position could be different based on the tightness in the hips, the tightness in the back, and the IT band. So in that, see the position elevated up off the floor, and with every exhale, try and let the quadriceps feel just a little bit heavier and give them time to really drop into the mat. One more big breath in. Good job. Good settle, Hoopster. And then heel toe your feet to neutral. Draw the knees up to the chest. Let the knees hang open. Once again, you're trying to let gravity. Oh no. Oh no, sad face. Headache or neck ache? Question mark. Close your legs, straighten your legs, flex your feet and open. I feel the same way about you. Headaches are such a bummer. Close your legs, bend your knees, let your knees hang open. I'm so glad this week was a headache week for me. I'm so glad it's feeling better. But Vic this morning, because there's ice on my side of the bed, close the legs, straighten the legs, flex the feet and open. And he's just like, oh no, still. Because every day there's like ice packs everywhere. Close the legs, bend the knees and open. We're going to do that one more time. Lisa, it seems like your back tightness, so like right now we're coming into flexion, which it's everyone's tightness is a little bit different. And so flexion for some feels better because it's taking the, like if you arch your back more often, it's kyphosis. Anyway, close your legs, straighten your legs, hold here, flex. Hands can be on the hamstrings, the calves or the feet. But when you express your back tightness, it seems like extension is what feels like you need. So we're going to do a stretch today where we're the one where we reach back and grab the feet. And I'm just curious if that feels better, if that's the stretch that kind of gets you, and then open the legs. Take the hands on the inside and push out. Because then those back extension exercises, it was I can help you with that. And then come around the backside and pull the feet. I don't think it was this week. I think it was the week before. And then go ahead and close the legs. I'll look back through. We did a whole back series, and I feel like that back series might be really good for you midday. Set one foot down at a time. Lift your hips, roll your back down, straighten your legs, feel behind, and that back should just melt into the floor. Then you're going to lift up and put the ball under your sternum. I missed a lot of things. Oh, I just missed one thing. See? Sometimes it's just perspective. I thought I'd really missed out on a lot of conversations, but thanks, friend. I know my mom always had headaches, so I feel like it never felt weird to me. And then my family, we all get headaches, but now go ahead and wrap the arms, right arm on top. But they're no fun. But Vic said it's more of a neck ache, a neck and a back ache. And then open, circle, and wrap. Unwrap, and circle, and wrap. So as you're coming into that, we want to get the fluidity of that circle. One more. Wrap. Unwrap. And circle. Now, as you come into that, hold the arms. So with the pups, I can't, but you're like a T. So your arms are out to the side. Bring the knees, crawl them over to the right, just a little bit. It may not be as extreme as what we do typically with our spinal rotation. And we don't really want to pull the legs up off the floor. What we want to do when we're coming into that is kind of drag the feet in so that we're not forcing any contraction through the back there. This is, if they're in bed with me, this is how it is. And thus explains my back aches. And then slide them to the other side. So I don't know if that made sense, team. We don't really want to pull the knees up off the floor when we have that ball in place because it's held extension. Some of you will be fine with it. and then others it can cause some tension. So you just drag the knees over to the left. Inhale. As you exhale, come back to center. As you come back to center, slide your hands down towards your hips. Roll off the ball. Reach towards your feet. Get the ball out of the way. Oh, that's so funny. I'm wondering, what I'm curious about is if height plays into that. I have extension, like mine's the opposite of that, Lise. And I thought it was always from ballet, but I'm wondering, and then sit up nice and tall. We're gonna flip over and go right into what I was talking about, Lise. So as you come over, I'm just going to make space the best I can, but you get the idea. So you're laying flat, reach around, grab your left foot. If you can, reach around and grab your right foot. Come down, so your knees are down, your chin is down. Take a big deep breath in. And then as you exhale, peel your hips so that your knees come up off the floor and you're trying to ground into the hips and the ribs, and you pull the rest of the body up off the floor if you can. You can do that one leg at a time. Inhale, come down. Exhale, peel up. Kick your feet into your hands for a little bit deeper stretch. Inhale, come down. Exhale, peel up. And one more time. Inhale, down. Exhale, peel up. And go ahead and release. As you release that, go ahead and lengthen out the legs. Bring your hands so that the hands are at the shoulders and lift up. So my elbows are down, team. So we start low. Elbows into the floor, lift into that extension, look back. Stretch the front of the neck. Look over that right shoulder. And look over that left shoulder. And then look straight back. And then draw down, slide your hands farther back, and then now lift the heart. Quads are still on the floor, so we're progressing into that. So we started low, elbows on the floor. Now your elbows are off the floor, but your hips are down. Look over your left shoulder. Watch that these aren't scrunching up. Look over your right shoulder. And look back. And then come down this time, dig the toes into the floor, holster, lift your hips. So now your quads are in midair. Look back. Look over that right shoulder. Look over the left. Yeah. I was just thinking it's so heavy to lift my body weight up. Lift back. And then come into that down dog. Inhale. As you exhale, take that right leg, float it up. Big breath in. As you exhale, bring that right leg into pigeon. There you go, Chels. You can be upright or come all the way down. Big deep breath in. As you breathe out, go ahead and pull back up. Draw that left foot so that you're digging the ball of the foot into that floor, and then pop up onto that right foot. Draw that hip down. So even letting your left hip, Lise, feel heavy, and drag towards the floor is going to help with that hip extension a little bit. And then set the knee down. You can either reach back towards that or pick up that foot. Now, if that gives, so again, in that position, it really depends on both muscle tightness, flexibility, and strength, if that's value added or if it just puts you in too much of a contraction. So pay attention to that today. The amount of water you've drank, the sleep you've gotten, all of that's gonna weigh in on that. Inhale. As you exhale, release the back foot. Come all the way up so you can turn out your left toes. Reach your arms in opposition. Tuck your hips under. Reach that right arm down, left arm up. And straighten that front leg. And then soften that right knee. Lift up, reach back. Nice long stretch for the obliques. Take the right knee forward.
I found this on the web.
Take the right hand back. And spiral down. Step back so you're back into that hip extension. Look back. And down dog. There's so much sheetrock on my mat, which means it's all over my feet. Lift that left foot. This floor hides it very well, so pull that left leg all the way into pigeon. Now, as we finish up our time, we're just going to even up that other side. She said, this is what I found on the web. And then I said, no time for that. Denied. You get to choose up or down, team. So I don't even know what she found on the web. Something so helpful, I'm sure. I can't even remember what I was talking about at that point, so who even knows what subject? Big, deep breath. As you exhale, push into your hands. Dig the right foot into the floor. Hop up onto that left foot. Let that drag of the hip pull the hip flexor just a little tighter, a little longer. You can look back here for that extension into the spine as well. Set that right knee down. Option to reach back and grab the right foot. Oof. Inhale. Exhale, release that right leg. Go ahead and dig the right foot into the floor. Lift all the way up and turn the right toes out. Reach in opposition. I do feel like my Suri is very confused. Take that left hand down. She's like, this one sure talks a lot. This one sure asks a lot of questions. Inhale. Exhale, straighten that left leg. Move around a little bit in your hips. Find where you're tight. Soften that front knee. Lift up and reach back. She's very nosy. And kind of a Budinsky. Because I feel like I do talk to Alexa, but I really very rarely, I don't think I ever talk to Siri. I think she's jealous. So she's just trying to compete. And then as you're in that position, step back. Now we're going to finish with Lisa's favorite, but first one more extension. Set the knees down. And then if you can balance, you're going to take that, draw one leg in and then the other. If that gives you a cramp, don't do it. Now, when the foot comes up, look in the opposite direction. Two more. Last one. And settle back into those hips. Big breath. And then crawl your hands back, rotate over. And then as we come into our final, take your left hand, pick up your right foot. Stretching not only the hamstring, but also the back of that right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, take your right foot over. Big rotation. Tuck the navel to spine. As you're coming into that, you want to make sure you're trying to press that right hip down, even if it's not connected to the mat. It's the intention. It's going to help increase our rotation. Me too. And Lisa's like, thanks a lot, because it's not really my favorite. And come center. Now go ahead and take your right hand, pick up the left. Now as you come into that again, the body's going to try and come over towards the right to lessen the stretch. We're trying to lean into the left. Nice openness through the back of the shoulder. And then bring that left leg across the body. Rotate, pressing into that left hip. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, go ahead and come center. Bring the knees in. You're going to straighten your right leg for the finish. Pull the left knee in towards your heart. Move it around a little bit. And then bring it over the right side of the body. Goalpost that left arm. Look over that left shoulder. Inhale. As you exhale, bring that left knee center. Send the left leg out. Pull the right knee in. Rotate it a little bit. And then bring that right leg across the left. Bring the left arm up. Goalpost over to the left. Look over that left shoulder. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, bring both knees to center. Plug them in towards the body. And roll yourselves all the way up. Reach for your feet and pull. And then lift your heart. Go ahead and rotate around. Round your back. Tuck the chin to the chest. And then extend. Pull the tailbone up. One more time, round it. And nice neutral spine. Dig your toes into the floor. Lift your tailbone, press back. Walk your hands back. Before you walk away from your mat, team, whatever stress you can let go of, whether that's physical, mental, emotional, release what you don't need to carry away from your mat. And then slowly roll up. Squeeze your glutes. Pull your belly button in, stack your shoulders, your heart is open. Take a nice big deep breath in, arms up. Exhale just one more time, big deep breath in, arms up. And exhale. Give yourselves a big hand. Excellent job. Happy Sunday, friends. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you being here. I hope you can launch into a great rest of your day. And just remember, every time we take those big deep breaths that oxygenate our brain, it's good not only for a reset, it's good for physically your body, but also so good for us emotionally and mentally. So as often as we can stop, oh, sweet Grace. She's like, you know what else is good? Showing love for others. Physical touch. That's your love language, huh? Physical touch. So it's just that space or that spot in your day where if you start to feel any of those stresses going into Sunday, sometimes we start thinking about our work week. Just take that moment to really breathe, get some oxygen to your brain, and say, I still have one more day. I don't need to panic yet. I don't need to let that stress in. So that practice is just as important as all this stretching. So thank you, GA. Thanks, Lise. I appreciate that. Oh, Heidi, you guys are so sweet. Kindred spirits. That's why we're still together after all this time. But I love you, friends. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow for Pilates.